It's round one, game two in the Condor Sevens, and it's Aurora College against Southland Boys High. Southland Boys High, the traditional blue strip, playing from right to left, and Aurora to receive the ball. So conditions perfect here for running sevens football. 7 minutes each way. I've enjoyed the early encounter between Central Southland and James Hargest. And see how the next teams fare. There's some early possession in favour of Aurora. Boys High, naturally one of the favoured teams given their depth of football talent, but it's no means a given. Had a Mati Kirikiri had a decisive run, but the ball has been turned over and then dropped by Boys High, so a couple of errors. Boys High could get no advantage, so they'll get the scrum instead. Contesting this competition, which will go throughout the morning and to the early afternoon with a 10-minute each way final. So work to be done by the pretenders to the crown. This is a most promising run from Bezanila Corte for Boys High, but they've got plenty of support, and that's slick passing out the back. But yet the defence came across well and confidently, so it's going to take something extra special, and that pass on the tackle was a clever one. It's a beautiful offload from Jared Deal to Jack Lewis, and it'll be Boys High comes up with first points in this match. Sean Henderson with the kick, and a successful one, so it's Boys High 7, Aurora 0. So Henderson to restart for Boys High, and he puts it up very high, and it's certainly contestable, and is. That's a good parry by Deal, straight into the hands of Bissett. So it's good communication skills between Boys High. They've obviously practiced that kick-off, and it's paid off for them. Henderson getting it across as far as Malloy. They changed the direction, and they're running with supreme confidence early in the piece. Deal holds the ball up nicely, run through the middle from Bissett, and what we saw from Hargest in the early game was great support play, leads to tries, and there's another one. Key to that try, of course, getting the ball from the kick-off. And that might be a little bit further and not able to be contested. But a strong carry from Haramati Kirikiri from Aurora means they retain possession, and you're going to have a little probe at this Boys High defence, which is quite flat. They've got a sweeper in, they won't need him just yet, and the tackle a strong one, and that denies Tyler Mackay any further progress. Quick throw in from Harris to Deal, and he's got it along the back line super quick. Last pass from Malloy to his winger. Brings the speedster into play, and he's got some gas as Lewis. And he's got inside the 22 by some 10 metres, and they're able to get the ball out so fast. Deal again in possession. They've just got some very nice touches, and they've got just far too many players. It'll be a coast over for Bezanila Corte from out wide. He gives it a good effort though, a very good effort, and that might be good enough at Supreme. So 19 points to 0. Henderson with the restart. Goes again for depth. It's a big, strong tackle coming in from Bezanila Corte, but Aurora up to it. Then lose it in the next transition. Bissett pounces and has help from Malloy. And Malloy gets his hands free. No, can't quite. Has to go to the deck with the ball, and it will be cleared by Bezanila Corte, and they'll go across the backs with Bissett in charge. And no, they've got it to the ground, so it wasn't the best of transitions. But as it happens, a foot in touch denies them another try, and most of the game played in this territory. Such is the dominance. And then a gift ball to Bissett as the throw-in was inaccurate, and he took full toll, coasted over himself to the big number 5. So essential here that Aurora come up with a plan of how to get the ball away quickly. This time they've got the call from the referee to assist. So a try just before half-time would be a huge boost to their morale. Almost fumbled the restart, didn't. Player in front for Boys High at the kick-off. It's cost them some possession and also a penalty, some territory. It'll be a quick tap and go. It's their only option. And Tarangi making the run initially. And he's there to clean out the ball too and try and get his hands on possession. It's under pressure. It's been towed through and beat everyone into touch. And at the half-time break in match 2 of round 1, it's Southland Boys High 24, Aurora College 0. Taken Guttridge to get the second half underway in match 2 of round 1, and unsuccessfully so, doesn't go the 10 metres. Very handy lead, 24-0, so mistakes have to be few and far between for Aurora, and handing possession to Boys High is definitely a no-no. So good at retaining it and using it. And Malloy was out to Deal, and Deal draw and pass. Oh, tiptoeing down the touchline. Bezzanilla Corte didn't get there. A short one. That's a common tactic we've seen already today. Tap taken by Bissett. So he had a try to his name. Deal pass to Henderson, and just that last pass letting Boys High down at the moment. It's better from Aurora. They're a long way from where they want to be, but at least they've got ball in hand, and you have to be impressed with Fox Irvine, who did that first transfer and got it away in the tackle, and that's what they haven't done well so far. Perhaps growing in confidence with more time with the ball, and a couple of tackles missed. Oh, the offload from Guttridge was a tricky one to pick up. Harris to feed, and this is a run from Malloy and support from Lewis, and Malloy around him, and will be too quick for the defence. And Fox Irvine made a good effort to get across, but really he had too much time and space to work in. And a successful conversion. It's 31-0. Restart will go about 12 metres, and it's a real strength in the armoury of Boys High. It's keeping those kicks shallow and giving their players a chance to get it back, and they have on probably 50% of the occasions. So putting the ball in, Haramati Kirikiri, and he'll make sure the ball is kept in hand. It's a good strong run from Kavaravai, but yet again in contact. Lewis steals it, and numbers are plenty. Reynolds thinks he can go all the way, decides he'll offload, and it's lost forward. So the spectacular finish cost them in the end. Boys High needed to keep it simple, didn't. So a defensive scrum under a great deal of pressure, and stolen and a try too. And that was just pure power and awareness from Tama Reynolds that the ball was available, and made no mistake this time in placing the ball for the try. So commanding performance by Boys High at the moment, and they'll want to continue this form throughout the afternoon. A bit of cloud cover providing some relief from the hot sun, and more ball for Boys High, but already they're taken into their maul, and top work by Aurora to turn it over. Another scrum under pressure, and it's giving them a bit of a disadvantage at set piece time. A tap taken from Boys High and then dropped, so they're making a few fundamental errors, Boys High. This time it's Tamati Harris, and they're just, yes, it's just a menacing time at the scrum. There's no advantage at the moment at all for Aurora to have any ball from that phase of play, because it's under so much pressure, but they've done manfully well here to even be contesting it, but eventually it came the way of Boys High, and as usual they're lining up. And finishing it off this time will be Jack Lewis. There's always choices left and right for the ball carrier to offload to, and that makes the final tally in favour of Boys High in this match, 41-0 over Aurora in match 2 of round 1.